it's just Cameron. Maybe. No, it don't want to work. Don't know why. Maybe it's the magnet. I'm gonna have to check that out. But hey, welcome back to the YouTube thing. Bacon's been going good. I haven't. Somebody's been flipping it. Hopefully, at least once a day. Got done early for today. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day, but that's all right. So back to it. All right. So beginning of September, supposed to take a week off, go to the lake, enjoy things, relax, recenter. That didn't happen. Been out here over the road driving a year and a half through this whole deal. Never had a problem. Go to the house. Start running 102 fever. Run it. Sunday got headache behind the eyes. Run 102 fever. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday I went and got tested. It come back yes for the high-speed flu, we'll just say. They come out and talk to me about a treatment they had, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to let it run its natural course. If it gets that bad, then we may revisit this episode. The nurse flat out came out and told me, she said, well, whatever you do, I'm going to advise you. We're going to have to do it old-fashioned way. We're going to advise you not to go to the ER because the chance of survival once you go to the ER, they admit you, is about 50%. Okay. So that week I took the great oral substitute of Ivy, vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, and a multivitamin, which is a multivitamin I take all the time. Great. Broke fever that weekend. Monday had another fever, started coughing. That went on for about a week. Come out of that. Next thing I know, I got in the foot, swelled up. So that put me out for another week. Right before that, I had to let a guy go from the company. So now I'm not down just one truck, I'm down 2 trucks. And in a small fleet, that's a lot. So got back to work at the beginning, and I've been hitting it hard to play makeup, catch up, do everything else, because as the owner / worker, I can't really operate and run the business because I've got to be in a truck. And that truck is what makes sure that the guy now works for me gets his paycheck, because he just hit a deer 2 nights ago, which now that truck's going to be down. And then he's going to sit there and say, well, it's not my fault I didn't work. The truck had to go in the shop. And even to sit there and say, all right, first year you work, you get it. After 1 year, you get a week's vacation. At 2 years, at your end of your second year, whatever's in the maintenance fund for that truck, you'll get a bonus out of it. I think he just shot his bonus in the foot. But again, not nobody's fault because the deer run out. I've found out some people just hard on shit. Well, it takes a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of energy to keep things running, to keep people in paychecks. I am looking for more drivers. I've advertised that. It don't seem like anybody wants to work, especially when they were giving out all the unemployment stuff to pay you to stay home. Because, this thing's just so deadly when if you look at the death rate, it really hadn't jumped anywhere. But yet everybody wants to live in fear, and I don't understand why people or how people can live that way. It's like depression. I don't understand depression. I have hard days. There's days I just want to burn everything to the ground. There's days I don't know what to do. But, I woke up this morning with air in my lungs. God gave me another day on this earth, and that's a good day. People's like, well, you don't understand anxiety. When your heart's beating 1,000 miles a minute and something's going on around you, like explosions or bullets and tracers are flying over your head, when you crawl up next to a concrete bunker or whatever, and it blows up, and you come up off the ground. Until you have that experience, what anxiety do you have to do? Fucking Joe Schmo don't like you? Big deal. And this is a problem on why I have an issue with some of my children, is because they're like, you just don't understand. And I'm like, yeah, I do. Maybe I understand a little bit more. And your little anxiety deal that you're letting defeat you in this world, or maybe the fact that people just, oh, this has turned into something totally different than it wasn't supposed to be. Pardon me, just let me go off. Better get your stuff together, people. You better get right, or you're going to get left. You better prepare, because the Bible tells us to prepare many, many times. Nobody in the New Testament or the Old Testament got out of this life and their belief in Christ without being tested, except for two. Both of them were prophets. One was Elijah, and I can't remember the other one. I always have a hard time remembering the second one. But I could get on here and talk about things that would go on that would blow the average person, Christian, going to church every Sunday, Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday, Bible studies and everything else. And they'd be like, well, he's never taught that. And that's because your pastor has failed you. It's not his job to do it. Sometimes you got to get your nose in that book right there and read it and ask for understanding. Like, I'm going to make people mad right now about this. I have an unspoken prayer request as unbiblical as I'll get out. Because Jesus says in the Bible, when you talk about prayer and you're praying for things, you have to speak to it. You have to call it by name. Then you have to believe that it will happen. But that's another discussion for another day. Just remember, there's 7 different kinds of prayers with 7 different kinds of rules. And if you're not following the rules and then your prayer don't get answered and you get mad, it's not God's fault. It's your fault because you didn't follow the rules. All right. Back to the deal. So, as we go on here, Sweeney, New Jersey senator, conceded today. A judge ordered a delay on the Trump January 6th release information. If you guys haven't been paying attention to the Kyle Rittenhouse case, I'm amazed the DA ain't been thrown out of the courtroom for breaking all the rules that he's broken. Even the judges told him he's breaking rules. But that's another thing, another here or there. But I'm going to get better at this. I also have a TikTok deal and a High Notes deal that I also do. And them are a little bit more funny. They're more directed towards the truck drivers and other little things that go on there. And just me being goofy because I got to have a release. And I think I started using that as a release. I do love all y'all for this. Please like, share, subscribe. We're going to get back into more of the survival farm stuff that goes on, because in the last one where we did bacon, we also processed 70 pounds of chicken. Made some jerky, which I've been told it's done. Hopefully I get a piece this time. Last time I made about 5 pounds, didn't get any of it. I got to get some deer meat in the freezer. I got a cow from a local farmer that is down the road for the spring order. Need to start getting my seeds and stuff ready. So, again, we love y'all. Appreciate it. Thanks for the rant and the whole Rabittrail deal. But stay vigilant. Be safe. Don't die, which I stole from somebody. Interesting. We get this membership subscribers up. Maybe I can get a hold of him and get him to do some things because it's very interesting. He's got a channel on himself. But other than that, we love you. Thanks a lot.